Today, we're going to talk about the universe. What's the mathematical equation? U equals pound TD. The universe equals the number of tetrons. In other words, the universe equals the energy. All the energy that's there. So how does this all work? One particle is what we will take, and we will follow it on its path for just a short period of time. So if we start out, one particle. It's a gravity particle, okay? It's in a gravity state. It's going to the sun. Goes all the way to the sun, hits an atom in the sun, changes state when it comes out, and it comes out as green light, a green light state. So that same particle comes zipping back to the earth, goes over, hits a leaf. All right, the green leaf reflects the green light, comes off, hits my eye, still the same particle, still green light state, goes to the cone in my eye, and it says, hey, this is a green light. The leaf is green. The green light particle then is changes its state in the cone to an electrical signal. The particle becomes the electricity particle. The electricity particle goes on to the brain. The signal's there, so I see green. The particle comes out, goes out, and is in an unknown state. It finds a gravity chain, zips back to the sun, goes all the way to the sun, goes to an atom in the sun. Once it goes to it, it changes its state. This time, it goes from gravity to infrared light. So the infrared light particle comes zipping back. I step out into the sun, bang, that infrared light particle hits my hand. And all of a sudden, my hand feels warm because it caused the atom there to heat up a little bit. Particle changes state, goes back out, becomes another gravity chain, back to the sun, goes to its atom. That particle then changes state to a red light, comes back to the earth. There's a solar cell on our electricity grid that's sitting there. The electricity, or the red light particle, comes in, hits the solar cell. That same particle changes state to electricity. The electricity goes into the grid. So as it goes into the grid, the electricity particle goes 1,000 miles. And then all of a sudden, there's somebody there running an electromagnet. They hit a button, the electromagnet comes on. So the particle becomes part of an electromagnet. It lifts a piece of metal. That particle then changes state. It now becomes a gravity stream that is going to a magnet, just a regular magnet, and that magnet's in a generator. So it goes into this magnet, and there is a missing ring in the magnet of the magnetic rib. Fills in the magnetic rib. So it's now circling inside of this magnet, and then as the magnet goes by a piece of metal, that same particle that's in that magnet now comes out into the metal and becomes electricity again. It goes back into the electricity grid. So it goes through, goes to a light bulb. Then once it gets to the light bulb, the electricity particle then changes state to light in the light bulb. So the light comes over, hits my eye, becomes an electrical signal, just like it always does in a cone, goes out to another undefined state. Now that particle goes out here. I have personal gravity atoms in my hands here. That particle now is going to my hand. All right? Right now, as I clap my hands, I mash the particle. It becomes a sound particle. So that same particle now comes out, it's in a corkscrew, goes to my ear, causes it to be vibrated. So my brain picks up the vibration, says, hey, I heard the sound. So then the particle changes state, goes out into the universe. This time it's going to travel a long, long ways. It's going to go clear out to the far reaches of our solar system, out clear past Neptune, all right? And then it's going to come back to the Earth. It's in an Earth chain. As it comes back to the Earth, it hits the Moon. causes a slight push on the moon, keeps the moon in shape. Particle changes state, goes back out past Neptune again, except this time it's going in a gravity chain to the sun. So as it goes to the sun, as it comes through, it strikes the earth, hits the earth, holds it in place. That's how the gravity. There is a pressure from all the particles hitting the earth. Particle again, changes state. This time it goes all the way out to the end of our galaxy. Finds a chain. It's going to go to the center of our galaxy, something that they think is a black hole, but it gives off light. I call it the galactic supermass. And as that particle comes back into the galactic supermass to the center of our galaxy, strikes our sun, puts a slight pressure on our sun, and that's what keeps our galaxy together, is gravity. And the particle doing that. Particle changes state, and the cycle continues on. You have a single particle. It's just like DNA, and it changes its state as it goes from one energy to another. That shape that it has, a geometrical shape, gives it its properties. And that's what the universe is. U equals pound TD. The universe equals the number of energy particles we have, and they are a physical, real thing with a real shape. And remember, physics and chemistry are easy with the correct geometry.